Tonight, I want to talk about how important communication is because uh, I just got off the phone with one of my renters in Nevada, and I was feeling, before I talked to the renter, I was feeling like I was being taken advantage of and that they were having an attitude and that. Um, and I was a little miffed at these people. And, after talking to him and knowing what the situation was, I realized that everything is absolutely cool. And what happened was that, so I have a trailer in a small city outside of Las Vegas in Nevada. I've rented it to this family for almost 10 years. They've been renting from me. They pay $550 a month, which is very low. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath mobile home, and it's a single wide. So it's about 960 square feet. It's not that big. It's on a private piece of property with no HOA or anything, so they can work on it, they can put sheds on it, they can park trucks on it with, they're free to do things, and it's in the middle of town, which is within walking distance of churches, casinos, Walmart is within walking distance, drugstores. It's in a very good location, and so I've been renting to them, and keeping the rent low. I've never increased the rent in the whole almost 10 years that they've lived there. Well, in November, she sent me a text that she could only pay $500, and it was like, too bad. It was like, I took it like, too bad, we can only pay $500, you know. So then the next month, she says, we always take, you always give us a break on the rent in December for Christmas, and I'm wondering if I can take $100 off the rent in December and then pay it back over the next few months. So I said, sure, you know. So now it's January 2022, and she pays the rent. I think it was today or yesterday, January 7th, I think she paid it. And she paid $530. She didn't pay the full rent. She didn't she didn't pay anything towards the last 2 months. I was a little miffed at her, you know. Why is she underpaying the rent when it's so low to begin with? And I'm offering to sell the property to her at a discounted rate. And, it really kind of, ticked me off a little bit. So, and I wrote her a long email explaining all of this to her. And, but tonight her son called me, the one who's actually going to be buying it. I know they've had some problems with the mother of the daughter that lives there, who seems to have serious mental illnesses and actually kidnapped the little girl a few months ago, and they, I guess, had to pay a lot of money to solve that issue. But the fact is that in talking to the son, I got a grasp of what these people are like. The little girl volunteers her time to do fundraisers, to raise money for bicycles, to donate to needy children. She's only like 10 years old herself, but she works to help other children. She's a singer. She sings for the the old people's homes and and she's been in the newspaper. I mean, they seem like really good people. They volunteer their time to feed the poor. The mother, the one that I was a little miffed at, has been a nurse. She retired from being a nurse after many years of being a nurse. So she was dedicated to helping people. And after talking to him, and not only that, but the bottom line was that they were paying me rent, but I actually owed him money for the repairs that he was doing on the property after a storm, that he didn't complete them, but he made progress on them, and I actually owed him money for it, and he never billed me. So actually, I owed him money instead of them owing me money. So the point of this whole video is to reiterate how important communication is. Because after talking to him, I realized that it was a complete lack of communication, that I had this negative feeling about these very, very good people. And I'm very happy to be able to offer this property for these people because I'm going to give it to them well below the market value because I'm giving them rent credits toward this down payment and everything. And it's a good opportunity for them. The man is a very good dad. The little girl is an exceptionally talented and good-hearted, good kid. She does great in school. She's got many friends. And the grandmother is, I mean, she's a retired nurse, and she's getting older, and it'll be good for them to own a piece of property. And, so I feel good about, selling it to them. And that's all I want to say. It's like communication is really important. And I'm going to talk about this a lot more in my next video because I think that I could have been better throughout my whole 74 years of life at communicating. And I'll talk more about that later. So, good night. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.